Hello and welcome to another episode of How to Make a Doom Mod with your host here, Roman Lech, and today I'm going to be teaching you how to make a weapon using only Doom resources. They are sprites and sounds. Maybe a little bit of familiar coding from Doom, but hey, it's Doom. So, without further ado, let's get started. So I've just opened Slump editor and I've clicked on File, New, and it should come up with a new WAD ready to be worked on. Now you may notice a few things about Slump. On the top bar we have File, WAD and Lump. In File we have New, Open, Save All, Close All, Recent WADs, Options and Quit. Options is mainly if you want to locate a particular IOWAD for resources, or if you're doing ACS, which is something I will get to in a later episode. You can alter ACS in Slump. It's advisable to do it in Doom Builder, but there's a particular way of using ACS which applies to all Doom levels. Now I'll be educating you how to do that later. In WAD we have Save, Save As and Close. You can alter multiple WADs at once, and you can transfer data across to one another. Lumps are the little files within inside the WAD. They are sprites, sounds, graphics, coding, levels, etc. And in Lump we have New, New Folder, New from File, Delete, Rename, Import, Export, Export to New WAD, Cut, Copy and Paste. New from File is basically if you want to import a sprite or any type of resource. I'll do that again. New from File is if you want to import something from your computer. Import will replace any lump you have selected. So don't mix up New from File to Import. And Export is if you want to export a particular file. If you like a sound on Doom and you want it as a file, you click on Export and you can export it as a sound. So as you can see, beneath the File, WAD and Lump you have little images. They're exactly the same thing, except with you can move a lump upwards or downwards. So you want to put it in a particular place, so put all the sprites in one place and all the sounds in another. So we want to get started with Doom, don't we? So we go to Lump, New, and we'll say to enter a new lump name. For the purpose of this video we're going to type in Decorate. Decorate is the coding for anything physical, like weapons, monsters, items, and anything really physical really. Now a great way to learn code is ZDoom Wiki. It's how I learn a bit of code, what things mean. So I sometimes resort to ZDoom Wiki to understand what something means. So I want to remake a Doom weapon. So what I'll do is go to Actor Classes, Doom Classes, and 3.1 Weapons. Now have a quick look at the different weapons, from the pistol to the BFG 9000, and I quite like the look of the shotgun. Now this does say it's dangerous. Don't believe it, it's bullshit. It's not. They just don't like you using their work. Well, it's from Doom, so who gives a shit? I'm going to copy and paste the code and put it into Lump. So starting off we have Actor. Every physical thing in Doom is an actor. From your ammunition, to your items, to your monsters, your weapons, to your trees, your torches, every physical thing is an actor. Then we have the name of the actor. You can call it anything. It can be a weapon called crap. Next off we have the colon. Depending on what it is you are coding, if it's a weapon, you'll put colon space weapon. If it's a monster, however, you don't need to put that. Or if it's a torch, you don't need to put anything else after it. Then usually you'll put a doom number or doom ed number. That's mainly for either replacing something that already exists, or they'll make things easier in building in Doom Builder. But if you don't need it, you don't need it. Then we would press enter and then have an open squiggly bracket. I can't remember what it's called, but it's next to enter. I'm going to tell you what everything means that's on the screen right now. We have weapon.selection order. That's mainly if you've depleted the ammunition of one weapon, it's the chance it will switch to that weapon. So the higher it is, the higher chance it will switch to that gun. If it's low, then chances are it's probably doing it for a reason, if it's a dangerous weapon. So if you're head to head with another demon, point blank, and you switch to an explosive weapon holding down the trigger, you're going to blow yourself up. Weapon.ammo use is just basically how much ammo the weapon uses in a shot. Weapon.ammo give is the amount of ammunition it will give you upon picking up that weapon. Weapon.ammo type, that's pretty much the ammunition it uses. In this case it's a shotgun which uses shell. You can change it, you can make it use rockets as ammo. It won't necessarily make it fire rockets, it'll just mean it uses that type of ammunition. Obituary is the message that appears on the top left screen when you kill another player or whatever. Monsters don't have obituaries, however players do. Like in this case, you can say so and so was filled with buckshot by so and so. Tag, well, they're not really used. It's mainly a Doom thing, like in the old engine. We don't use tags anymore. Now, once you've happy with all that and you're ready to start coding in the weapon, you'll put status and then a squiggly bracket, and then you would code in the different states. States are like animations which have things in between. You can have a animation that plays a specific sound. So with this, the first thing you put is ready. It doesn't matter where it is, but it's advisable to put it in a particular order, which is easier when it comes to coding. Ready is basically the idle animation which plays. You can have it as a single sprite or you can have it animating. With animations, you would put the 4-letter name of the sprite. In this case, it's SHTG. It's frame A and 1 doom tick. That's almost like a fraction of a second. Doom ticks are different to normal second, hour time, seconds and minutes. Just to get a hang of it, it's probably just got to play around and just get the gist of it. Weapon ready was basically tells Doom that it's ready to be used. It'll allow you to, when you run, it'll sway like it does, or you can fire your gun. If you don't have that present, it'll just stick and you won't be able to do anything. You put loop, which tells you it's a continuous thing. Deselect is basically when you change weapons, so you'll put that one down and put the next one up. You'll put lower. Frame name, frame A, 1 doom tick, A underscore lower, which shows it to lower the gun, and because it's loop, it will put lower the gun until it's finished. Select is the opposite. If you put down one gun and select this gun, it will play the animation of it coming up. Now fire. Fire is the animation of you pulling the trigger or activating the weapon you have in your hand. In this case, it will fire the shotgun and then pump it. That's what the animation does. A underscore fire shotgun, it just basically tells Doom to fire the Doom shotgun. You can put that in different weapons if you so wish, which I'm not going to use in this case because I'm going to dive deeper into it. A underscore refire, that's if you want to do it so when you stop firing your gun, it plays a particular animation. Like, so if you want it to be like an automatic shotgun, you hold down the trigger, it goes bang, 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 bang. When you release, it goes up and then cocks the gun. That'll be what I'll be doing in this little weapon here. Once it says go to ready, well, you can put anything. Go to flash, go to select. When it puts go to ready, it means go back to the ready state, ready to be used again. But depending on what the weapon is, how you want it to function, you can put it to something else. I'll dive deeper into that in later episodes. Flash, or your muzzle flash, is an animation which will appear on top of your gun. So, because Doom doesn't have muzzle flashes with the actual gun, it'll have your shotgun and your muzzle flash on top of that, so it looks like it's firing. You wouldn't put go to ready because it could make the gun act a bit strange. So you'll put go to light done, which tells the game to stop doing the flash animation. Light 1, that's like illuminates the area, and light 2 is more illumination. But don't confuse it with dynamic lights, that's something different. But if you don't put light 0 after it, it will just keep the light effects on. It's good to put like light 1, 2, or 2 and 1, or just 1, and then in the next frame it'll be light 0 to turn the light effect off. I'll demonstrate it later in this video. Spawn is the when you go to pick the weapon up, that's it on the floor. You'll put a -1 underneath it stop. You can have it as frame A1 loop, but it's in terms of Doom, it's on a -1 stop. You can have an animated weapon on the ground. You can have it spinning. If you can't redo it in Doom, but you can create sprites of it spinning. If you have the resources, then do it. Yeah, by all means. You can do it so it sort of glows, which I will do in this mod when it comes to it. But seeing it's just an idle weapon, it's just a shotgun on the floor. Then to finish off the actor is the close swaggly bracket and one underneath. If you want to alter the Doom shotgun but not have to go through the old process of redoing everything or just pasting everything they haven't changed, there is a way to do it. You put actor, your name for the shotgun, something different, colon, and the original name, in this case, shotgun, and then that's Doom Ed number, which is in fact 2001. Then you can change the ammo it uses, the ammo it gives you, then what it says when you pick it up, which is inventory.pickup message. Now I'm going to show you some gameplay of how the original Doom shotgun works. Now you've seen how the original shotgun works. Now I'm going to alter it slightly. What I'm going to do is to make it so it's like an automatic shotgun. So as long as you hold down the trigger, it'll keep firing. But the minute you stop, you'll pump it, ready to use it again. Here's how you do that. Firstly, I would highly recommend not using Doom code. Use your own code. Now what I mean by that, I don't mean use your own version of code. I mean A_fire bullets. That is fire bullets, not flaming bullets, which is possible in Doom. Anything's possible in Doom, by the way. What fire bullets means tells Doom to fire quite literally bullets. Now, you have a set of arguments. Arguments are things you can put in place to change how it works. So in this case, the first argument is 5.6. That is there's a 5.6 radius horizontally. So if you have a gun with a lot of horizontal spread, like or sideways, if we're at 0, it will just focus on that one point. The second argument on this example of the Visual Doom shotgun code is vertical, so how much it goes upwards. You have to have no horizontal and just vertical, literally the bullets will go up and down, which is quite unusual really. In terms of strategicness, it's more focused at close range, and with tall enemies like Baron of Hells or even Cyber Demons. Let's keep in mind that. The next argument here is 7, that is how many bullets it fires. So in this case it fires 7 bullets at the price of 1. You can fire as many bullets as you like, it will still be 1 ammunition unless you fire 7 bullets and use 5 shells or 5 bullets. Ammo. Sounds complex, but when it comes to coding it's not that complicated. So the next argument is 5. That's how much damage every bullet does. So if every bullet makes contact, it'll do about 35 damage, which is pretty good for a weapon. The final argument is in quotation marks, or speech marks, bullet puff. That's the name of the effects it has. You can do it so it sparks off enemies, that's easy to do. We can do it so it fires explosions or anything you code it to do really. I wouldn't recommend using projectiles, it will just look weird. It would just like be stuck on a wall unless someone walks into it. So with this I'm going to change a few things. I'm going to give it so as 5 horizontal, 5 vertical, 8 bullets and 7 damage. Let's look something like this. Now the gun fires differently, I want it to have a sound. So I'm going to put before that SHTG, name of the sprite, frame A, 0 doom ticks and A_play sound, open bracket, open quotation mark, weapons slash shot GF, close quotation mark, close bracket. That basically tells the WAD to play that particular sound at that point. This is why it's got weapons slash shot GF. That's the name of the sound for it to play. I can import custom sounds, but that'll be in the next episode using different resources. There's a way to change the volume and have it so it can override already playing sounds, but it's not really necessary in this weapon. Maybe in the next episode I may demonstrate the overriding of sounds, but that's not necessary for this weapon. So, the weapon is almost complete, but it needs to have a slot, otherwise it won't work. So, underneath decorate, I'm going to create a new lump called Keycon F, which looks something like this. With Keycon F, that allows you to create custom classes, set the weapon slots, so basically your fist and chainsaw is on slot 1. So you press 1 on your keyboard to select your fist up and chainsaw. In slot 2 is your pistol, 3 is your shotgun, super shotgun, etc. So for the purpose of this video, I'm going to put on slot 3. So to do that, set slot space 3 space and the name of the weapon. In this case is auto space shotgun in quotation marks. That will allow me to switch to that weapon and switch to another weapon whilst it's there. Now I've added it into the set slot, there is something I almost forgot to do. I've almost forgot to put the SHTG, A0, A_ gun flash. That will tell the flash animation to start there. And also the inventory.pickup message. I forgot to change that, so I'm putting it to auto shotgun. That will basically say auto shotgun when you pick it up. You can put picked up auto shotgun, or you have acquired the auto shotgun. You can put anything you want, or you can just put crap when you pick it up. But it depends on what you want it to say. Should you wish to take this a step further, you can add what's called a decal. That basically means you can do it so when you shoot a wall, it sort of has an effect. So in this case, bullet chip. Let me show you what that looks like. And now it's time to test the fully armed and operational automatic shotgun.